The rise of the middle class, consumerism, and cult of domesticity. Prior to 1800, the middle class was called the middle sort, and they included teachers, preachers, and lawyers. The causes of the rise of the middle class included a wide opening of white-collar jobs. This caused an economic increase of status of the middle class because of the increase of money that the middle class made and the lowering cost of consumer goods due to industrialization. The people involved in the rise of the middle class were the men and women in the middle class, between the upper class elite and the lower class poor. The roles of the cult of domesticity for men and women were expected to have good paying jobs in industrialization such as managers and accountants, and women were to be tied down by the home and create the perfect family in the home. This occurred because industrialization increased, which created more jobs, and since the men were away from home more, the women were depended upon to raise the perfect family and upkeep the perfect home. You can take this as a positive or a negative opinion. If you think that women should be tied to the home and their role as a woman is to raise the perfect family and keep the perfect home, then this was a positive change. However, if you think that women can work outside the home and shouldn't be tied down by the home, then you think that this is a negative thing. The rise of the middle class contributed to urbanization in the Second Great Awakening. It contributed to urbanization because the middle class families were moving more towards urban settlements and away from factories. And it also contributed to the Second Great Awakening because the women were greatly affected by evangelicalism and prayed for their husbands and depended on the self-dependence of evangelical ideals. Industrialization and utopian societies also contributed to the rise of the middle class. Industrialization because it opened up the jobs needed for the rise of the middle class, and utopian societies because it gave ideals to the women of the cult of domesticity to create the perfect home and families.